if he asks me out for coffee, does that mean that if I say yes, I'm accepting having sexual intercourse with him? Well, no wonder a man doesn't want ask a woman out on a date if that's the emotional load it carries.
Right.
But adults have given up, have abdicated the moral responsibility of creating a space where young men and women can express interests without there being
Right.
all on them. The question of, yeah, but what's the limit on that? If saying, I would like to go out with you is heard as, I expect to sleep with you, you can't expect happy results for young people under those conditions. How do we get that toothpaste back in the tube?
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how to get that toothpaste back in the tube. But this is why reading older things with students is often very helpful to them. Because I don't say that then they figure it out, but at least now they have a name to put on what the issue is for themselves.
Right, and they know that there's an alternative.
They
right?
do.
It's really interesting because you begin the book by highlighting not how the reality of our love life has been so diminished, but how the language of our love life has been so diminished.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, that in ancient Greek, the word for the conjugal act is just a plural form of the things of Aphrodite, aphrodisia, which is a wonderful, beautiful word.
Divine.
Yes, because there's something that we feel as coming from outside about erotic desire, and something that we feel as elevating about it, but dangerous. You don't get to ascend without danger. That's the way erotic life is. So the very basic vocabulary of what we would call sex or sexuality doesn't exist in ancient Greek. It doesn't exist in English until the second half of the 19th century. The use of the word sex to mean sexual activity, that's a very recent innovation in human life and in English, in the English language. So that the language that sounds sort of polite about erotic life and its achievement, its accomplishment in English, it all comes from the language of public health. It's a medicalized language.
Sexual intercourse.
Sexual intercourse.
You know, Malthus, right?
Yeah. It goes back to Malthus' essay on population,
right,
which is an essay on contraception.
Right. A worry about.
Yes, that's where it comes from. When he used the phrase sexual intercourse, and he's obviously pointing toward actual physical intercourse, the act that makes babies, it was a complete euphemism, because sexual intercourse, when he wrote it, would have just meant what a mixer used to be at a college campus, somewhere where men and women got to know each other. But of course, he was assuming the completion of the mixing. But very quickly then, the term starts to be used as a specific term. It's medicalized. It becomes part of a public health discourse.
Right.
Sexual intercourse, it doesn't even sound like anything you would want. It's like, no, I don't really want to have sexual intercourse. I think I'll go have my teeth cleaned. I mean, right. It's from the same part of language. Right. And very few lovers, except in moments of, again, irony, would say to each other the phrase, would you like to have sexual intercourse? That's just... Right? Yeah. It doesn't. So we're very impoverished because our language often is the portal to our feelings too and our aspirations.
Right. Yeah. Whereas the ancient languages, whether it's Eros or Aphrodite or the
Yeah.
Romanized Venus,
Venus.
are all
Yeah.
kind of divine kind of connotations. Today, erotic is pornography.
Yeah, that's
right?
what it is.
Aphrodisiac is like
Oh,
is like a
man.
drug, and venereal is a disease.
Yeah.